Hey everybody, Gary with Basecamp Trading. Take a look at how we were trading the short side of gold today. You can see gold in the overnight made a pretty significant move to the downside. We changed trend. We were making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high. And then right in here is when the U.S. session started. The ghost pit in gold opens at 7:20 Central Time. I'm on Central Time. And you can see at that time we'd pulled back some because we had gotten really extended. So we pulled back and the 50 EMA crossed under the 200 EMA. This bar made the 5 EMA cross back to the downside on the 13 EMA, and that had us looking for shorts. And I'm going to pull the 5-minute chart over here in just a second because that's the chart we're actually trading off of today. And we had a couple good setups on some bear flags that triggered. We pushed down into here for a target area. We hit significantly undervalued right at our target area. So we went ahead and took profits there. We made a pullback, consolidated a little bit on the 5-minute chart, got another 5-minute bear flag, pushed down again, hit significantly undervalued again right near a target area. It actually broke under our target area, our second target area by a little bit, but 2 bars in a row, significantly undervalued. We took profits at our target area, and then you can see gold just kind of zigzagged and chopped, maybe even moved a little higher the rest of the day, but really did not do anything at all beyond that point. Here's the 5-minute chart, and this is the chart that we were trading. And right in here is where the 30-minute chart was starting to break down again. And you can see that on the 5-minute chart, we were changing trend. We'd put in a lower low right here, put in a lower high, and then we started heading lower again. 5 and the 18 crossed to the downside. This was the same bar that the 5 and the 13 on the 30-minute were crossing to the downside on. Made this nice strong push to the downside. This bar opened at the top, closed at the bottom, opened at the top, and then closed quite at the bottom, but a nice strong push down. 30-minute chart was giving us confirmation. We set up the bear flag right here. We entered off of this bear flag, made a nice push down right here into our target area. Our target area was 1725.90. We actually pushed down below it, but we had our take profit. We were trailing, and we had our take profit sitting right there because at this time we were hitting significantly undervalued for the first time on the 30-minute chart, and we wanted to make sure we locked in our profit. So it was actually a pretty solid trade to the downside. The entry on that trade was the break of the low of that bear flag right there, which was fill on that actually ended up being 1734.1, and then we were off at 17. I think actually ended up getting filled at 1726. So still a nice push down right at $800 per contract on that particular trade. And then you can see we kind of consolidated a little. We were significantly undervalued on the 30-minute chart. So this bear flag right here didn't actually take it. 2 reasons. One, we were significantly undervalued on the 30-minute chart. We hadn't really consolidated very long. And then on top of that, if we took that bear flag, we were going to take it right into a support zone because you can see this bar bounced right off of our gravity line right here. These lines are our gravity lines. And this bar, you can see, bounced right off of our gravity line. So we were significantly undervalued on a 30-minute chart. The trigger of this bear flag would have taken us right into support. So really wasn't interested in that trade. Now, as it turns out, it would have actually made some profit, quite honestly. That would have been good for probably $300 per contract. However, didn't take it. Again, criteria not being met. Then we consolidated a little more, pulled back, set up another bear flag. Now, this bear flag was actually going to trigger under support right there. And we had consolidated for a while, and we weren't significantly undervalued anymore at the time on the 30-minute chart. So we went ahead and took this trade. This trade triggered us in at just a couple ticks below. Fill on that one was 1725.30. And then we pushed on down through here. We pushed through our Ruby line right there. And, I mean, price was just accelerating down. Nothing telling us to get out whatsoever. We pushed down through that. Next bar open. We went ahead and dragged our stop, our trailing stop, down to the Ruby line. We wanted to at least lock in that profit right there. We pushed down. We hit our next target area, which was 1718.10, and now we were significantly undervalued on the 30-minute chart. And you can see this ended up even pushing lower beyond there, but took this one off. We were significantly undervalued on our second 30-minute bar, and that was good enough. We trailed our stop. We drug it down here to this Ruby line. We pushed through this line right here, dragged our trailing stop down into here, and it actually broke underneath it a little bit, but then pulled back and took us out. But that was a pretty decent push to the downside also, because again, the fill on that was 1725.3. We were out at 1718.10. And that was good for another $700. So, two pretty nice trades with 30-minute confirmation and triggers off our 5-minute chart. So, yeah, we were trading the short side of gold today.